Welcome to the real Christmas story, where we're going through the book of Luke verse by verse to see what really happened. There's so many things that just simply are not true. And there's many aspects of the story we just simply don't understand. So it's incredibly important we go through this book. And this is going to be our last episode, and how appropriate. I've been kind of keeping the fire going, but it is out. So here we go. What we've seen is Jesus was just given his name, Yahshua, and he was circumcised. And now he's going to be presented in the temple. So we're going to pick it up in Luke 2, starting verse 22. Now, when the days of her purification according to the law of Moses were completed, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. As it is written in the law of the Lord, every male who opens the womb shall be called holy to the Lord. And to offer a sacrifice according to what is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. All right, so presenting Jesus in the temple was a big deal. This is a big deal, and there's a couple things that they did. That's very important. Number one, according to Exodus 2, according to Exodus 13, 2, and 12, and 15, every male who opens the womb shall be called holy to the Lord. This is a great thing, and a lot of that was to proclaim the coming of Jesus Christ. It was a prophetic thing. And now, here it is. It's the reality of it all is all coming into play. But in addition to that, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, they have to sacrifice according to the law of the Lord. Now, here's the thing. The blood sacrifice was about Jesus Christ. That is the reason Jesus was born. The reason that they had to give a blood sacrifice from the very beginning, after the fall of man, Cain and Abel. Abel gave one of them, one of them gave a vegetable, one of them gave a meat or a blood sacrifice, and God said, that's the blood sacrifice. That vegetables, that's nothing. It's the blood that counts. You have to give a blood sacrifice. Through the laws of Moses, it was proclaimed, how do we give this blood sacrifice? What are these things? And that's what they're talking about, is when you give birth to a male, according to Leviticus 12:8, you need to sacrifice the blood of 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. Now, so this is kind of a law thing in the laws of Moses that they had to do, but it was that blood sacrifice. It's the blood of those turtle doves and the blood of the pigeons. They shadow what it is Jesus Christ came to do. And until the blood of Jesus Christ is spilled, they have to keep going through this process. But it is the blood of Jesus Christ that is the most important thing, because I've said this in the beginning and in all the episodes, that this is the greatest thing that God ever did for mankind. And this thing that Mary and Joseph are doing symbolizes what it is their son is about to do. It's an incredibly important thing, and we have to understand that the reason Christmas is so incredibly important isn't because it brings family together and the spirit of Christmas is all festive. It's not that. It is the redemption of mankind, prophesied from the very beginning, that this is something that's necessary. When sin and death entered the world, you are separated from God. God cannot allow you into heaven, and then you corrupt heaven. If you told one single lie and you carry that into heaven, you now corrupt heaven. And he's obviously not going to let that happen. It's a physical impossibility. Darkness can not exist in the light. So this blood is important, and that's why what God did for us was he came to spill his blood of his only begotten child for you and for me. And as this moment that Mary and Joseph are shadowing that thing as they present their son, Yahshua, to the temple. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I hope this came to play. I just want to throw a couple things at you. Notice there's no wise men here. There's no, there are a lot of things we've been taught that just simply aren't true. it's important that we understand what actually happened at the birth of Jesus Christ, and then we're finishing only, after Mary is finally kind of healed from this birth, we see the shadowing of what he's about to do. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Please be embraced with the ridiculous amount of love that God has for you, that he did this thing.